Well. What's up, everybody? Man, oh man, I haven't done one of these in a long time. People say, who? Paul? No. Golden Eyes, yes. I've been doing a lot of times, man, to kind of get back to it, but I haven't broke down a Golden Eyes stream in ages. We're talking fucking months, people. I think the last time I broke down one stream was probably before spring hit. So she had one called "Let's Talk About Bullies That Complain About Being Bullied." All right, let's get to it. Let's have some fun with this.
Yeah,
I got about 60 minutes on juice in my battery, so I'll grab 3 off this, maybe 4. Depends if it's really good.
Doing this for about a year now. 2 years.
Well, yeah, they've been making.
She had British B.
They've written articles about
AC was up there. Who's in the chat? Change, Wilma.
For the most part,
Anne was up there.
it
Generation,
usually happens
Happy
with
Hippie.
kids, because this is, let's be honest, this is a very immature
Clash of Canada.
form
Glenn
of
was in here.
harassment.
Bones.
The kids have been doing this shit for years.
Wow.
The moment that we had Facebook and social media, kids started going after one another. Next thing you know, there was a high-profile case where a child, killed herself because she was being bullied so much. And, this happens a lot with kids. But then you delve into the adult side of it, where you have adults who are doing this to other adults, and it's like, it kind of makes you wonder, like, what I don't know. I wish I could get into the whole psychology of it, but I'm not a professional or anything, but it makes me think, like, wow, you're such a punk ass. Look, we have trolls like GD and Wilma and Taryn, who are pretty benign. They mess with you and they, say things that are, like I said, pretty benign. It's nothing that's gonna like hurt you or hurt your feelings, or they may, maybe bruise your ego a little bit sometimes. Like some people, they think much too highly of themselves, I'll put it that way. And they'll put something in the chat that just kind of like, okay, let's knock them down a few notches, and remind them that they're not as big as they think they are, because they have 1,000 subscribers or a few thousand subscribers, and they think that all of a sudden, they're owed something because, they've got this, in their eyes, a huge channel, which is nothing compared to the broad spectrum of things. YouTube is extremely vast. There's millions and millions of accounts, and most of them are, in the 500,000
Mallory
range. And
gigantic
those are the
channels
ones that are actually got, a following.
Going after tiny channels, one person. It's like shooting a fish in a barrel. It's not real trolling, in my opinion.
But see, because you put on a subscribers mode only, because I could have done that. You know what I mean? I was going to come back as you in your chat.
Oh, yeah, I did some preemptive shit before I started my stream.
So basically, you're all right. So then people want to troll you. Don't listen, it's good.
Hey,
does that. So people want to troll you. They've got to subscribe to you. Yeah, the big
Joe Cool.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I did some preemptive shit in case there's any assholes out there that wanted to,
That's why I like my 2 subs. They're both wide.
Right, Joe.
Hey, Joe. I guess that's a new thing too.
Good as be, Miss Dromedone. Good to see y'all.
Yeah.
Do
you know what anonymous means, Golden Eyes?
I do know what anonymous means. Don't fucking play me.
I was trying to remain anonymous. I was bullied today.
Yeah.
Did you anonymously bully yourself?
Let's see, Golden she has a night pop. Says channel rules, no doxing. Number 2, no threats of violence. Number 3, no racial homophobic slurs. Number 4, leave children and family out of petty shit.
You see people going around and acting
we got to talk about Tommy D. I see him in a while.
And then when they get it in return,
I haven't watched him in a stream in like God months.
Out on their bullshit, then they're screaming, "Oh, I'm being bullied. This needs to stop. I'm being bullied. You guys are a bunch of assholes." It's like, no, you're the asshole that started the shit. If you weren't such an asshole, then you wouldn't be, so-called bullied in your eyes. It's like, Get the fuck out of here.
That's why the internet was existed, because people have got no social skills, so they use the internet. They try and do that.
That's
they try
dope.
and do people they don't do that.
That's not the reason the internet exists, but
So, yeah.
yes, I think that people have become used to being like, okay. I think
I see
people have
10th Man had a
gotten
panel
used
earlier called
to
Sweet Revenge, only like an hour
acting a
long.
certain way here on YouTube because they feel like they have this, and they call it a certain
social
people.
skills.
Certain people, yeah, that's obvious. That's an obvious thing. I think that they used excuses like this is just a character that I play or I portray here on YouTube. This is a character, like some other personality that they're portraying. That there are different people off of the internet.
Hey, Golden.
And how do you differentiate the truth behind that? Like,
I'm not sure I even believe that shit, right?
yeah.
When
What did he
like
say?
what you just said, the troll that they use, they attack everybody all the time, and then when you say something back, you're bullying. I'm not so sure that that's not planned, right? That shit British B just said makes us the low social skills. I'm noticing just since he said it, I was running through my head. Those who rage the most have the least social skills. I think he's onto something. Those who do the most raging, I don't want to say names and shit, but those are the ones who have the least social skills. Never made that connection.
Well, okay, look, as human beings, we're emotional creatures anyway, right? So you can't say, oh, well, somebody's raging and they're getting in their feels and all that stuff when it's just the reality of it. We're humans, we're going to be emotional. And depending on the situation, we're going to react differently to certain situations. But having said that, again, you can't go around and say and do whatever you want and expect people just to sit and take it. You're going to get shit right back. And you can't sit down and fucking cry like a little baby and claim you're being bullied when you do get that shit back.
Right, I've got to jump in there, right, but in a different form, right, in life, yeah, in real life, there's a big massive guy who said that and you're too scared to say something back. On the internet, you can say whatever you want and you've got no comeback. So people can say that and say whatever they want to do. In real life, if I come near you like that, you're not going to say nothing back.
This becomes that for the Junction channel.
And that's why you try and do that. Then they have their own little clip to try and bully. Sorry,
and they feel some type of power that they would have never felt in the real world. And it's a rush to them, right? Because they're telling people in the real world.
Oh, totally.
And here, if they bully someone, it's a powerful thing
Mars life in here.
Yeah, it is. It is definitely a power
Keeper
trip. Or they feel some
does
type
allow
of,
people to express their feelings in different ways. Bullies need to feel some control on these platforms. They get a certain amount of power.
Are very important. Their image is very important. They need to keep up the ruse, so to speak. This is just my opinion, you guys, okay? They need to keep up that ruse because, if people know who they really are, then they may not have those friends or they may not have the support and the backing that they think that they have here, which also, in my opinion, is not as real as they believe it to be.
That's money, son!
Do you know the best trolls? Sorry, do you know the best trolls I've ever found out? Little rich kids are weirdos and they sit like, they go, hey, I'm a spurred little cunt. It's not actually people that went through nothing and had hard times and shit like that. Most people I know are little rich, spoiled cunts or people in a lot being dickheads, mate. Honestly.
Hey, Cindy. Hi, yeah, can we say hi to people that just came up?
Go ahead. I'm guessing that's Booty down there.
Yeah. Hello, Joko.
How you doing?
Pretty good,
Had a ride
I'm just an arsehole.
Hello, everybody in the chat. I'm not ignoring you. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go through all of the comments right now.
Trump is a prime example of bullying.
Goodness. Hey, Bama Green Eyes. Hey, Miss Beagles. Hey, Bones.
Hello, everybody.
Mars Life. Hi.
Lisa Lynn, proud Texas. Tonic deserves all he gets. You got that right, woman.
The list.
You're right.
Shane Lawson.
Especially the fucking bullshit he tried on Betty.
I blame you.
Fuck
it's all
that.
your fault.
Tommy said, yeah, right. Good luck with that, Tonic.
Dramadome has been up here.
Fuck, he won't be able to defend himself in court of law when
what do you have to say about it? You have any comments? Or, yeah.
I'll oversee drama.
Not
That
right
should be
now.
a chat. Fine, Golden.
Oh, okay. Okay. I wasn't sure. I figured I'd give you a chance because I know that we keep jumping in. I talk a lot. You guys know this. I'm not gonna try to
Well,
make
obviously.
excuses for that. But
Obviously.
oh, don't you say anything, British. He's trying, but he's throwing shade, and that's all he's doing. What about you, Rada?
I've been bullied today.
Show me the doll. Show me the doll where they took.
I got bullied by Dank Williams today.
Live and thrive in the world.
Yeah. Philmo was being a bully to me, man.
You're very well versed on this internet bullshit. Do you notice some type of parallel between those people who rage the worst? Everybody gets mad, like Golden alluded to. But those people absolutely
People
rage
listen
and
to Trump
can't
as a
let
bully poster
shit go.
child. Yeah.
Aren't those the little people in life, in real life?
Vigo.
I mean, I would have to
Okay,
agree with you. I mean, I'm just
Hello,
thinking
sweet,
one
beautiful
example.
friend.
I'm not
Always a
gonna
pleasure
bring
to
up any
see you.
names, but something that recently happened where that person got called out for their bullshit, and that person expects everybody to be held accountable for their actions. But when you try to hold them for their accountability for their actions, they start crying.
They rage.
People jump in and they'll think it's bullying, even though I think it was 3 people tops that just jumped in and could try to call this person out for their bullshit. But that's when they want to call the timeout. Oh, stop picking on me. I'm done. Life doesn't work like that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with Rada. Very good. Very good.
Yeah. I mean, and YouTube is, as far as, I'm sorry, Glenn, go for it.
Go for it, Glenn.
I'm visiting his water. Are we talking about visual?
You broke up, Glenn.
You're roboting, Glenn.
If you're talking,
are we talking about like one new visual?
No. In general, the people who act out the most, we all get mad and then call people names and shit, blah blah. But the most people who hang on to shit relentlessly, bring up shit from 2 years old and shit like that.
Oh yeah, I know. I hate when people do that shit.
B just said that.
I mean, that's what some of these groups do that shit, like
some correlation into my head.
One full gauge. He tried to bring up shit what Cox did like 3-4 years ago, and he got some people trying to talk about what I did. What I said over 2 years ago. Like, get the fuck over it. It happened years ago.
It's just, am I safe in drawing a connection here? I don't want to name names, but you can think of the cats that rage and come and destroy every chat and just try to bring people down all the time. In real life, do you think they're social creatures?
I would say no, but I
Go ahead, go.
I was going to say that would be an assumption, but I think it would be a safe assumption. But then you have some people though that are like, you can tell that they've got other things going on. That YouTube isn't their entire existence. You know what I mean?
The ragers, though. The ragers.
Now,
the ragers, not the ragers.
Well, it depends on what they're raging about. Like, for instance, if you were doxxed and just on GP because someone wants to be an asshole, they don't like you, you said something, whatever the fuck, right? And they say that you were doxxed or you were doxxed, and then you get pissed and you react to that dox. Okay, yeah, that to me, those are legitimate rages. Right. Okay, or
so we're talking about you're pissed. Ones who just keep it up.
Yeah, they continue to.
Or it's like someone gets pissed off and you didn't like the words coming out. So what are they going to do? They're going to try to dig out information and dox you.
Fucks with you
in worst case, they're going to call you a chomo, a pedophile, and sex offender and shit.
I don't buy it. I call bullshit on it.
Statement from the room, Golden Eyes, and I think this is directed towards you. Person wants me to point out that you said hi to everybody in the room.
That's a form of bullying.
I mentioned you though. I mentioned you. I didn't see. Did I see him in the chat? I'm sorry. I apologize.
GD.
Hi, GD. We can't hurt his feelings. We don't want to do that.
Mars fried his brain.
I like GD. He's cool.
Like Miz and Andy.
this person was pressing me. They're like, "Oh, you used to troll me. You used to troll me. What did you troll me about?" And I'm like, I really don't remember because I mean, there's a lot of things I troll people for, and I don't remember. Like I don't keep a mental locker all the shit I do. I'm sorry. And then this person was also bringing up shit from like the '69 Mammy days, and the freaking that all shit went down. I'm like, holy shit, you hang on to shit. Calm down.
I know.
And that goes back to what Joe was saying. Like people,
Dude, just like, fucking Philemon talks about.